think we should get on with it, Al.
Please welcome Emma Willis and Gary Barlow.
It's a nice welcome.
Very good. Now then, Emma's got this very big Saturday night show, big stunts in it, hence why we have this, Gary. Take a look at that. We've got a harness that fits you. We've got a helmet with your name written on it. Fancy it?
Do you know, I'm a bit busy tonight
Come
doing
on.
interviews and
Come on.
being on this thing called The One Show.
Yeah.
Right,
Too busy
okay,
for this.
yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
But
yeah.
you go for it.
Well, this is the thing. Well, Emma was here at 3 o'clock. We were wondering where you were, Gary. We just kept checking, didn't we?
Watch on going, where is he?
Is it brave or foolish? Which one is
we
it?
still haven't worked it out. We
No.
still haven't worked it out, but I don't know. Anyway, but the pair of you have something in common
Oh, we
because you
do.
both. Is it number 1 and number 2 off the side of a cliff? Is it number? Is that? Am I right? Is it?
Well, I
It was a
didn't.
one.
Oh, you didn't at all.
No.
You didn't go to the toilet at
I
all.
held it. Because
All
I was
right.
with a bunch of
What are we
boys.
talking about?
Well, these two ladies have been up.
Yeah.
Well, how high were you, Emma?
What you
I know you
think?
were up the what was it, the Moonlight Buttress? it
Yes,
was
the
called.
Moonlight Buttress in Utah, and we had to sleep on this portaledge,
Yeah.
didn't we? They called them. It's a piece of canvas that attaches to the side.
They literally sew it into the rock, don't they?
Awful.
Yeah.
How was it for you? Were you all right?
Terrifying. We
Yeah,
had a
it
storm
was.
come in as well. We were meant to go up another 500 metres the next day, but we had to climb down because
Yeah.
it was...
But no lose, Gary. No lose.
No
you see.
lose, Gary. So you have to
See what
hang
you're
over.
talking about
See where we're
now.
going.
This
Hang over
shouldn't
the
be
edge.
allowed.
Well, everybody's got to go at the loo.
You've gotta
For
go
goodness
somewhere.
sake.
Terrible.
Well, listen, Emma's new show is called Prized Apart, with loved ones separated from each other. One here at home, the other taking on stomach-churning challenges.
So we want to hear from you. If you're prized apart from your partner, your children at the moment, for whatever reason, send us a picture and a message and we will pass it on in due course.
Address on the screen, you know what to do.
Now, the government recently proposed to extend right to buy to tenants of housing associations, which has proved controversial, hasn't
Now,
it?
Helen Fossborough and Alex Riley teamed up to bring you two different sides of the argument.
And Helen joins us now. So we heard both sides of the story there. Is this extension and this right to buy extension, is it going to become law very soon? do you
Well, the
think?
housing bill hasn't been published yet, and you remember it was quite a major part of the Queen's speech last month, but that still means it needs to go through Parliament. It does mean, though, that it is on the cards, although not for Scotland, as you heard in that report, and Wales is under review.
I mean, there just simply isn't enough affordable housing to go around. What has Brandon Lewis, the housing minister, said about all of this?
Well, he's come up with quite a nice little quote here. Brandon Lewis says, anyone who works hard and wants to own their own home should have the opportunity to do so, and Right to Buy helps thousands of people and families achieve their dreams. Now, to me, that sounds absolutely great in theory.
Yeah.
Until you learn that since 2012, there have only been 33,000 new homeowners created, 17,000 homes sold, because some people have bought them together. But what all governments have consistently failed to deliver on is their promise for each house that's sold, they're supposed to build a new one. So 17,000 homes have been sold, fewer than 3,000 have been built.
So it's a long
and
way off.
80% of councils say that for whatever reason, money, space, they're struggling to meet those targets. So Lisa finds herself on this ridiculously long housing list, along with 1.4 million other people.
And the housing association's view on this is quite different, isn't it, to the government?
Oh, Alex, they are vehemently against it. I mean, the first thing they point out is that they're not a public body. They're private organisations set up for social and charitable reasons to provide affordable housing. And so they don't want to sell their housing stock off. In fact, one housing association's already put a spanner in the Tories' works and said that if they're forced to sell their properties under market value, then they'll simply go to court. Shelter, the chief executive, says that it's just another nail in the affordable housing coffin, worried by the fact that no government seem to meet the right targets. And Peabody, another housing association, says this is just going to deepen the housing crisis. There'll be a right to buy frenzy with greedy landlords charging what they
Well, this is the thing, because those that make the most then of the Right to Buy scheme, they buy their property. What kind of laws or restrictions are there to stop them from, you know, selling it straight away, or then go and renting it out
and
and
making profit, isn't it?
Well, there are restrictions if you want to sell your property. So if you want to sell your council home, or in future possibly when this goes through Parliament, your housing association home, if you want to sell it within 5 years, then you do have to pay back some of the discount you were given, and it's on a sliding scale. So if you sell it after 3 years, they'll ask you for 60% of that original discount back. But the worrying thing is there are no rules and regulations for landlords. So you can buy your council property, then decide, this is a nice little earner, I'll rent this out, and then you end up in a situation like Lisa, who's paying twice as much for her rent to a landlord who bought his council property
For the same house.
for the same house as their neighbours, and as you saw from our film, in bad nick.
Well, Helen, thank you. Thanks ever so much for that.
Pleasure.
And Kirsty and Phil, eat your heart out. That was good, that we're doing, Alex. We
about
should get you
that.
going out a bit more together.
Oh, OK.
Anyway, now, talking of houses, it's time to enter 2 homes that belong to One Show viewers. Yes, let's meet, shall we, our families of the week.
Yes. Now, this is a competition, right, we do every Wednesday, and the prize is this very sought-after cushion.
Oh, wait, look at this. Now,
Right?
you love a good fabric, don't you? And look at that.
I thought blankety blank was
Oh, hey,
Now,
listen.
who wouldn't want
That's
that on their
quality.
sofa? You know, it is quality, well stuffed,
A
lovely.
little bit of fluff on it as well. Leave it there.
Well, let's have a little bit of a bird's eye view of Britain, find out where everybody is, because tonight the Capacity family are from Loughborough in the East Midlands, and the Kelly family are from Telford in the West Midlands.
There they are. Now, this week is a bit different because the families will be representing both Matt and I. They're very keen. The Capacity family will be Matt's team, and I've got the Kellys. Go Kellys!
Right. Now, Gary, we've got a bit of a job for you here because as a former kind of TV talent judge, we want you to try and work out, or tell us which
Qualifies
family...
you for nothing, by the way.
Well, I know. You've got to work out which is the most talented family. They're going to kind of perform through their introduction.
They're going to sing.
Well, who knows?
All
Anything
sorts
could
of
happen
stuff.
in the
Okay.
next few minutes. But so let's introduce you to Team Matt, to my team, made up of the Capacity family, who are a very talented bunch indeed. We've got Mum Fatima starting things off. She's a top-class seamstress. She's made her own outfit for tonight. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, she
and also
looks gorgeous.
a dab hand at henna. So let's. I think it's your son, isn't it? Hasnan, who's got the henna on the forearm. Yeah, good. Go Team Matt. Go Team Matt. Now, we'll stick with Hasnan because he's a champion cook who won a competition with the Air Cadets, that's why he's dressed as he is, with his prize biryani.
Oh, I love
Look at this.
biryani.
Come on, Mum, get the biryani in shot. Look, there, good enough to eat.
Oh, here we go.
And then we'll move on to daughter Sarah, who's a yellow stripe in Taekwondo. Let's have a hiya.
Excellent.
Don't mess. And Dad Shabir as well. He's very talented. He's a mechanical engineer. So talented, in fact, he's finished all of his work so he can get home and to be on telly
Good
tonight.
old Shabir. Very good. OK, let's introduce the Kellys then, my team. Another very talented bunch. Ready, Gary?
Yes.
OK.
Yes.
I'm going to applaud through this. Because we need a bit of applause through this.
Good.
Here
Now
we go.
then, we'll start with Mum Hazel, who is a very talented chef. She once cooked, OK, an 18-course meal in a tent.
Oh,
I know.
amazing.
And she even cooks liver cakes for her dog, which sound delicious.
Good.
Oh, there is a liver cake. Then.
Oh,
There we go.
look
And
at the
obviously the
little
dog
dog.
loves it.
Then next door to Mum, we've got Dad. He's called Tim, very talented fisherman. But Hazel said, don't ask him about it because he might go on.
Okay.
So don't ask him about
Okay.
it. Good. Daughter Imogen, next in line.
They're a big family, this lot. Come on.
Daughter Imogen is
Oh,
grade
hang on.
5 on the
Music.
saxophone. Give us a blast, Imogen. Go on.
Oh, here we go.
Get the composure
Very
of Gary
good.
Barlow listening.
Here we
as well.
go.
Grandma makes decorative metal work. She's got a lovely candlestick with her this evening. Very nice, very nice. And then Maddie there at the end was a national gymnastics champion. She's retired, but she still got it, Gary. Give us a backflip, Maddie.
Wow.
Go on.
Wow.
Oh.
So there they are, the Kellys.
Okay, it's,
Are you a fan of the curry or a
well,
saxophone?
It's tough because I'm scared of that one that does the taekwondo.
Yes.
The girl that does the taekwondo. But I've got to go on the side of the music. Do you want me to vote now?
Yeah, vote now, Gary.
Place
I'm going
your
to go with the
bets.
Kellys.
Lines are open.
Yeah!
There we are.
Yes,
Kellys have got it. So there we are, 1-0 so far. Very good. Congratulations. And so, Gary, it's been 10 years, hasn't it, since you took the leap of faith and reunited with Take That. We're just going to have a look at you.
Great link.
Oh, we don't mess about on this show. We don't mess about. Let's have a look at you in your most recent incarnation.
be said.
Do you know what? So that's what it looks like. Because, of course, we don't know. We're just looking out. But you know what? We're on tour at the moment. We're very, very proud of this show. It's the first time we've been out live as a threesome. And so that's been great and challenging. And, you know, it's brought on, I think, that ambitious side of us because... You know, last year Jason left the group and we were thinking, is there a future now with just 3 of us? And we're still full of passion. We still want to do this so much. And so this has been a big test for us going back on the road. The audiences have been unbelievable. The shows are great. You've got to come and see us. I think you're coming tomorrow night, aren't you?
I'm you.
Gary, my sister is one of those mad fans, right?
Super fan.
That comes to see you a lot.
That's why we have security.
There you go. Honestly, I'm telling you, she's been to see you once, and she thought it was so good, she's booking again, and she's now going to come and see you in the cinema. Now,
that's right.
Because we need to talk about this. Everybody can come and see. When is it? The 19th of June, this
The 19th, yeah, it's something new, this, for us. We're going to be on stage at the O2 in London, but we're also going to be beamed out across the world. We're going to be in almost 40 countries. We're going to be beamed out live. People will sit in cinemas all across the UK, all across Europe.
Right.
Brazil, even America, and they can sit and watch the show.
See, that's a brilliant idea, because if you haven't got a ticket then, it's not game over, is it?
Yeah, and I think also, for some people, it's expensive to travel as
Yeah,
well
of
as the ticket
course.
price. So I think that it's going to be great for people locally to go down to their cinema. And I've heard in the past, when they've done these things, people are up dancing.
Oh, well, I can imagine. They have to
singing
take the
along.
seats out,
Yeah.
won't they?
Yeah.
And is it going to... It's obviously going to be filmed. Will it be filmed differently every night?
Well, it's just this one night, so it's just the 19th of
Yeah.
June, and it just gets beamed across cinemas all across the world.
Okay.
So that's next, let me
Friday.
work it out, next Friday. That's the one to come then,
You
the one
wanna
that's
come?
filmed.
You want to come to that?
You think
Very
it'll
welcome
be
to.
a special show next
It'll all be
Friday?
fun.
Oh, it'd be good.
But the first time, Take That lasted for 6 years. Now you're on your 10th year already. Why do you think it's lasted, not in a bad way, we're delighted obviously, why do you think it's lasted so long then, the second time round?
Because they're brilliant.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You seem more confident the second time round, see?
Oh, do you know what? We're trying not to count the years. We're just enjoying every year as
Yeah.
it goes on. I've got to be honest, you know, every single night I go on stage, it's just amazing. You know, the audiences are brilliant. They're having a great time. We're having a great time. And I don't know whether it's because we're a little bit older now, but it just feels so special every time we step out there, and just trying to savour every minute of it.
It must be strange, though, with it being 3 of you. You must look around in certain songs and think, oh, hang on a minute, normally, you know, whoever it was, Robbie or Jason or whatever, would be singing in that section. It must feel quite different.
Yeah, now and again you feel the number presence is reduced. But I'd be honest, I more miss them off stage. It's the things when you're having dinner and you're having a laugh and you're in the van or whatever. You miss the company of the other guys. Because, you know, we've been together for nearly 25 years now, at different times. But, you know, we're enjoying it as a 3, and it's been a challenge, but it's been great. And like I say, the fans have been so supportive of us doing this. And you'll see.
Well, I will.
It's a good night out.
Well, they say 3 is the magic number, Gary, don't they?
Well, it is for us at the moment.
Yeah,
It's
it
been
is.
great.
Emma, you've been a fan of Take That for some time.
Yeah, quite a while.
Some time. But were you more of a fan of the boy band stage or the man band stage?
Well, I first saw them as a boy band because someone
Right.
gave me a ticket. I didn't buy one. Someone went, I've got a spare one, do you want to go? And I was like,
Freebie.
all right then, I've
Right.
got nothing else to do. And I was converted from that moment.
Oh, that's
honestly.
sweet. Thank you.
It was when you did the Beatles medley. So I've seen them as a 5-piece.
Yeah.
I will see them as a 3-piece. I never saw you as a 4-piece, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what they're like as a man band live.
Well, we'll find out.
find out. Tomorrow?
I think the great thing about you is that you don't just go out and sing. They put on a spectacular, like a show, a proper show.
And our audiences have come to expect that as well, because we've done that since the 90s. It's more than just stood playing instruments or singing. We want to put an extravaganza on and make people go, wow, it's the best feeling.
And as your audience, we've all grown up with you, so it's more special than ever now.
Great.
Yeah, it's lovely.
And Higher and Higher, that's the most recent one that we're all listening to on the radio. Here it is. Very
Yes.
appropriate for tonight with this
Oh, gosh,
trapeze
yeah.
thing going off.
I know.
But, it's very catchy, this one, Gary.
Oh, thank you.
You can't stop
Thank
saying
you.
it, you know, Higher and Higher all the time. I'll just all day
He's
like,
been doing it all.
You can't stop.
We
you-
love annoying people.
Is that the key to a catchy
That's the
tune?
key.
Get something
Make
that's
sure
annoying.
it's annoying. Yeah.
Well, Higher Than Higher is out now, and the Take That tour continues around the UK until the end of the month.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It is.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah,
We'll talk more about lots of other stuff that's coming up a little bit later on. Right, I'm going to go now. I'm going to
yes,
disappear.
of course
It's all
you
in the
are.
name of science, but I will be
go.
back shortly. I'll take me.
All
notes.
right,
I know what
okay.
I'm doing. Here we go.
Well, find out where he's gone in a few minutes. But here's a clue. It's under the script. Here we are. Look. And it's not to have a bath.
That's good. Oh, we've got some good momentum now. Oh, that's going. Oh, that's really... Oh, I can't even reach it. It's huge. It's got to be up by that arrow there.
Yes.
It's higher than the arrow.
Right, that was a metre and
I
a half,
couldn't even
think.
see how stick coming. 1.5 metres.
Yes!
Mission Control says 1.5 metres. World record breakers again.
Amazing.
Love it. You've got to love that kind of stuff. Alex.
So there you are. If you want to make it a Christmas present.
I'm going to have trouble sleeping tonight after this.
You're going to have to get a cherry picker.
That's right.
Expensive. Anyway, now, just as you saw, we often put things to the test on the One Show, and then we like to push the boundaries even further. So when we heard Royal Mail aim to deliver every letter they receive, no matter how creatively the address is written on the envelope, well, we couldn't resist. Little teasers.
Willie?
Little teasers.
Who knows?
So we've got... back to the letters. We've got the ones that arrived here. I don't know how that would work, because look, right? Poor postman's got to look for the right letters. And well, anyway, they did it because the sticker's here with the full address on it.
Isn't it? This one's ever so sweet, this, look. The One Show, Portland Place. So they are like London and then the address. Very nice.
Yeah.
A big thank you, to the Arts University in Bournemouth for sending those. And inside it's lovely. Hooray, it made it. Phew. Anyway, there we go. Right, Emma, let's talk about a new game show which is starting Saturday night, 7 o'clock, Prized Apart.
Yes.
And you must have had so many people entering for this, because it's one of the biggest prize funds the BBC have ever offered.
£100,000.
Wow.
Grab.
It's life-changing, that, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. And all you have to do is either answer some questions, which are pretty difficult,
Right.
or do some adventure challenges, which are pretty difficult.
All you have to do.
All you have to do. But it was a real adventure for everyone that kind of took part. It's 10 pairs, either, you know, siblings.
Here are some of the... How can you prize
husband
these
and
people
wife.
apart? I mean,
Well,
look at them.
especially the twins.
Look at them. They're all so delightful.
Yeah. So one half stays in the UK and does the quiz side of things, and the other half goes over to Morocco and takes part in the adventure challenges.
I see.
And this happens over a period of 6 weeks,
Yes.
right? And then at the end, there's one couple still standing, I suppose, so to speak.
There's a few couples still standing
Right.
in the final one, and it's whoever wins the quiz part of it at the end that takes away the £100,000.
Wow.
I see. It's quite confusing, isn't it, initially, to sort of kind of explain, but I guess we'll all watch on Saturday and see how it all works. So those that are out there who succeed
Yeah,
come
so
back,
it's
and then
kind
the
of
other...
down to the adventurers initially. They all go out there
right.
and they're put into two teams. They play against each other.
Yeah.
One team wins.
Yeah.
The other team that doesn't win have to take on a survival challenge individually.
Yeah.
The three bottom
Oh, I
place
see.
fly home, and their partners do a quiz to send them back out there. So one person leaves.
To keep going
yeah.
on, I see.
Even just from seeing some clips, it looks absolutely addictive, Gary. I think we should show a clip of Saturday night right now.
Great.
This is what we're talking about. Here it is.
Up until this point, Aaron's biggest fear has been losing his mobile phone. Now it's down to him to unclip himself and take a jump. He's done it. He did it straight away. I mean, how quick that was. Yes, Aaron.
He was amazing. Like, he had never left the UK. He'd never... I don't think he'd even been on a train. Like, he'd never done anything. He loves leopard print. He's always got leopard print on himself. He loves pizza and he loves his mobile phone, and that is it. Still lives at home with his mum. And doing things like that was just kind of a world away from anything he'd ever done.
He must have been praying that his partner got the question wrong, not to send him back out
It
again.
was his
after-
mum playing. playing
Please
as
don't get
well.
it right.
Yeah, so the coupling is really nice because
Yeah.
it's not necessarily obvious. And you know, it kind of looks like they're quite physical challenges over in Morocco, but it's everything. It's physical and it's mental and, you know, it's kind of for anyone and everyone of all abilities and all ages.
So if you and Matt, your husband, were taking part, who would be doing the questions and who would be doing the scary stuff in Morocco?
I think we'd both want to do the scary stuff because we're both really rubbish at general knowledge. But I'd probably stay here and do the general knowledge.
Yeah. Look
I'd say anything.
How about you, Gary?
Oh, I'd have to be kind to my wife and send her to Morocco.
Oh, there's nice of you.
Are you a fan of game shows in general?
I am
Quiz shows at
actually.
home.
But do you know what? I'm. It's funny from watching that clip. I'm always a fan of the people on them. I think they make the shows, and that looks highly entertaining.
Yeah, it does.
But it looks like a good family show. That does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
I
on
think that's the nice thing as well. You know, it's 7 o'clock. It is. You can sit around with all the family. Kids can watch it. Your gran can watch it. Anyone can watch it.
It starts Saturday. Very exciting. Right, back to our families of the...
I just want to hold on to something.
Oh, the jeopardy. I tell you what.
We will find out very soon.
I forgot there was a camera up there.
It's easily done, isn't it? Wow.
Right then, in the meantime, I think the Capassi family have got a question for you, Gary. Capassi's over to you.
Might not be a nice one.
Find out.
What's your favourite film and why?
Film? That's a good question. Has to be Star Wars. It's the first film I ever saw when I was about 7.
Okay.
And I just loved it. I've loved it ever since, and I can't wait for the new one.
Are you putting it out there as all of the Star Wars films, or just
No, the first one still for me. The very first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we're moving on now because they're going to be a big part of this item, our families now. It's 2-0 to the Kellys. No chance of Team Matt, I don't think, winning this. But it is time for the final round and questions to our families about our guests this evening. So good luck, everybody. You've got your boards ready with surnames on. So let's see what happens.
All right. OK, here's the first question. Who did James Corden recently put forward for a job? Was it Emma or Gary? Answer now, please.
We're seeing Capacity. Yep. Capacities are saying Barlow, and they're both saying Barlow.
Oh.
They're both saying Barlow. Let's find out the result.
It's true.
It's Barlow. It's Barlow. Very good.
Tell us more, Gary. Finding Neverland.
Well, James, yeah, that's right. James was doing a film called One Chance with a guy called Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, he came on.
He's been on the show, that's right.
He mentioned you then.
Did he?
Yeah.
James, he was talking to James about this idea he had for a musical, and James put my name forward. So I owe him a big thank you.
And how was that experience then, writing them? Because it's on Broadway now, isn't it?
It is. It was a 2.5, 3 year sort of development.
Yeah.
It was incredible to be involved in. Me and my writing partner, Elliot Kennedy, wrote all the music and lyrics for the whole show.
Yeah.
We've been on Broadway for about 13 weeks, I think, now. It's just been unbelievable. It's incredible to sit in an audience and watch my songs being sung as part of a story, and it's been unbelievable.
Yeah, and
you've reversioned them, haven't you? You've kind of reimagined them into a new album as well with pop stars.
Yeah, because to me that's how the song started. Because I've never written for stage before, so I started by making an album of pop songs and then made them into the show version.
The other way around, I see.
So I've gone back to these, and we've had lots of artists who've come on board, and we've had John Legend, Christina Aguilera, Jennifer Lopez, a whole host of great artists who've been on this album, and it's out this week, and it's been a lot of work.
Yeah.
But it's been so rewarding, and it's brilliant to listen to the music actually on record.
Yeah. So you mentioned there some people that we're all really familiar with. What was J-Lo like, by the way?
Amazing.
Was she?
Yes.
Was she nice? Was she nice? Yes.
You know what? She was lovely. We actually, the first time I met her, we went round to her house in New York, and her kids are running round, her mum was there. It was a lovely experience.
But you also included some new people and some brand new faces. Somebody called Kaiser did a version of Stronger. Let's have a listen.
That's right.
It's out now, then, the album. You can get this now.
The album's out this week, and that particular track ends our first act. Matthew Morrison plays James Barry in our show, and Kelsey Grammer plays Froman, the producer, as well as Captain James Hook. So they both feature in that song on the stage version.
So you'd have another go at another musical.
I must say I'm hooked now, and you know it's something I never really appreciated before. But the art and the skill and the talent that is in these theatres and the people involved is just exceptional. It's brilliant to be a part of such a fantastic team.
Right, here we go. We're going on to the next question. Are you listen up, families? Here we go. Who won Smiler of the Year at school? Was it Gary or Emma? Best smiles, please.
OK.
Oh, it's got to be Emma. Got to be. We're hearing got to be Emma.
Capacities are going for Emma, and the Kellys are going for Emma as well. Are they right, Emma? Of course they are. Look at it. Bedazzler. OK. And let's move on to the final question, and very quickly, here it is. All to play for. Well, not really, but we'll go with that anyway.
Yeah, don't even bother.
One of our guests made a surprise appearance at somebody's wedding. But which one was it? Was it Emma or Gary?
They're good, our families, aren't they? We've got a Barlow. Come on.
Come on, Capacities,
We'll
give us an
hurry it.
answer.
We're saying Barlow again.
Both going Barlow.
Yes.
Very good.
It's got to
They're
be,
right,
And look, here is the footage to prove it. Let's play this first of all, and then we'll talk off the back of it. Here we go. Oh.
Can you imagine how you'd feel as a bride? You'd be beside yourself.
You know what? It's the best fun. It takes about 6 minutes from going in, doing the song, having pictures and leaving. It's the most incredible feeling. It
Where did
really
the idea
is.
come from, then?
Well, you know what? I did it when I did James Corden's show that was on BBC One last year. Someone invited me to their wedding as a surprise for the bride. And I went onto Twitter. I love having fun on Twitter. And I said, right, this year I'm going to do a few weddings. So stalk me. And people have. And actually, all the weddings I think we've done have been surprises as well, which, I mean, it just adds to the atmosphere. And I usually get there after a show, which is about 11 o'clock at night. So it's a great end to the evening. And it's incredible fun. So, yeah, it's been brilliant.
I mean, best wedding ever. You
Best
go to your
wedding
mate's wedding,
ever.
Gary Barlow turns
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know somebody's getting married pretty shortly. Anyway, that
Keep
means
it
no
as a surprise.
pressure.
Yeah, just keep
That
wondering.
means that our family of the week. Congratulations, Team Alex. It's the Kelly family.
5-3. 5-3.
5-3.
Huge congratulations, commiserations to the Capacities. There we are. Yes, that is indeed on its way. You've got it already. That's quick. Goodness me. Just be that postman
The
that we
post,
featured
yeah.
earlier on. Now, and if you would like to be one of our families, all you have to do is email theoneshowbbc.co.uk, and who knows, this could be on its way to your sofa. Now, when we said the words night vision, and when we said the words assault course and exclusive creature to Mike Dilger.
Well, he was like a stoat up a drain pipe.
So there we have Reggie talking us through. Who's your co-presenter? Who we haven't actually mentioned.
Reggie's out in Morocco. Poor Reg. Well, he didn't turn up today.
He's
so-
in Morocco.
Yeah, so he's in Morocco with the Adventurers, and I'm in the studio. Nice, warm, dry studio here in the UK.
Okay.
So that is literally a leap of faith. So they have to walk out to the edge of the ledge, jump onto the trapeze, and see how long they can hold on for. But I think there's an 80-metre drop underneath them, so can't
So
really
really,
see
yeah.
the bottom, I don't think.
Yeah.
Wow. Before today, you hadn't really experienced what the contestants had gone through.
No, as I said, I'd been nice and warm and snug in Surrey. In
Then
the
you turned
studio.
up here. Then everybody had the bright idea of putting the cherry picker outside, and we'd all do it. But the
It's giving me
question is,
goosebumps just thinking about it.
yeah. The question is, did we all jump?
Now, needless to say, don't try to attempt or recreate this at home. You won't want to, by the way. Have a look at what happened.
That's a long way away, that now.
regret booking that hair appointment now.
Come on, Barlow.
I really regret it.
You'd have been amazing.
I would have been. Shame that.
It's still here.
Next time.
Do you know?
Yeah, you can still do
the
it.
weirdest thing was walking out, wasn't it? That was
terrifying.
just horrid.
You had a little wobble.
I did.
Yeah.
I did have a little
And
wobble.
the board, the
Real
gangplank was
wobble.
Of course it was
bouncy.
a real wobble.
Very scary.
It was
Very
that,
bouncy, wasn't it?
And the minute you let go, it was just terrifying. But
Yeah.
the drop was great.
Respect to you all.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Very
Gary.
It's just that
brave.
weird thing, and you will know, obviously, with the show coming up, that it's mind over matter with so much
Yeah.
of this stuff.
Well, all of it, isn't
Yeah.
it? You know, the riggers are like, you're absolutely safe. You're safe.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to go wrong. But in your head, you're like, there's a concrete ground down there.
right,
Anything
yeah.
could go wrong.
But
We have to
nobody can say now you haven't done it. You've tried
Yes.
it.
Thanks to
Right.
Brian Hall and his team for looking after us.
Oh,
today.
they were
did a super
fantastic.
job. They
Yeah,
really
really, really good.
So, those that have been prized apart, we asked for you earlier on, and you haven't disappointed. Go on now.
This is Amanda, whose son Matthew has been on a school trip for 5 days, and she misses him like crazy. Oh, thanks, Amanda.
This is Roz, look, and, well, he's prized apart from his girlfriend. She lives in Norway. There we are. Enjoying the Northern Lights, of course.
And Jerry Glover has written in to say he's missing his newborn grandson, James Andrew Glover, who was born today. Congratulations to all the Glovers. Thank you very much.
Oh, and very quickly, going to be prized apart for the first time tomorrow, but there we are. Anyway, that's what we've got time for.
It is. Thank you so much, Gary. The tour's on at the O2, or you can see it in the cinema on June the 19th.
And Price Apart starts Saturday night, 7 o'clock. Thanks, Emma.
Tomorrow, Pete Waterman will be here. See you then. Bye. Have a lovely evening.
Good night.